Many thanks for staying tuned. It's still the conversation here on Lagos Television. Before we went on that break, we did tell you that our focus on the program today is about the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair. And of course, our guest in the studio this morning will tell us all about the 2025 edition of the program, where it is holding, the expected guests, and of course, participants at this event. And of course, what will make the year 2025 edition different from past editions. Joining the conversation this morning are two very respected guests from, of course, the LCCI, that is the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We have Mrs. Tola Gbogboade, FCA. She's the treasurer. Thank you for being on the program today.
Thank you.
And of course, we have Mr. Cyril Nkocha, Head Sales and Marketing, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you, Charles, for being here on the program today. Cyril, you were here last week?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's start with Mrs. Gbogboade because, of course, let's talk about this year's the trade fair itself. But before we talk about the trade fair, we do know that the LCCI year in, year out, of course, has organized the Lagos International Trade Fair. And this year's edition is just around the corner. But take us through what exactly goes into the planning of the trade fair, because again we see the end product, but then it's also Killian planning the program all year long, and I'm sure that there are lessons from previous years that you've learned, and you do not want to make certain mistakes in another year. So tell us, Mrs. Gbogboade, planning the International Trade Fair, just in brief. I'm sure that if we were to talk about it, I'm sure we won't live here today. But just tell us, what are some of the things that you go through at ensuring that you have a successful program?
Thank you very much for your question. I'm just smiling, thinking about
like I'm sure she doesn't know.
Smiling. Actually, the planning for this year's trade fair, 2025 trade fair, starts in 2024. Immediately we finished the last trade fair, we started planning. We had a retreat in December, and we've been having meetings from that December 2024 till now.
Okay.
So a lot goes into the planning. We have to look at how to do it better. You can't just remain the biggest and the best and sit on your oars. So you have to work at it. What did we do right last year that we can improve upon? And what didn't we do right that we can improve upon or even do better?
Right.
So we have the organizing committee, which we call the Trade Promotion Board, and it's made up of seasoned professionals in all spheres of life.
Okay.
So it's chaired by Prince Abimbola Lashore, and we have a lot of people in there. People who have marketing experience, people who have engineering experience. Don't forget that the Tafawa Balewa Square is just bare ground.
Right.
And we have to plan it, we have to map it out, we have to build. So a lot goes into it. We have electrical engineers there, we have mechanical engineers, we have civil engineers. I'm an accountant. I'm on that board.
Okay.
So we bring to bear all kinds of experience to help in bringing about a wonderful and excellent trade fair.
Right. Okay. Of course, in a nutshell, that's what goes into preparing, of course, year in, year out for a successful program. Cyril, because you're the head sales and marketing, of course, you'd also need to bring on board new and old participants at the trade fair. So tell us, I mean, while marketing this year's, trade fair to willing or would be exhibitors at, the trade fair, what are some of those things that were your selling points? Because again, like Madam said, you look at what you did right, you look at what you did wrong, and then some people will say, oh, I mean, this is one of the oldest trade fairs we've been having in Nigeria. But again, what was it about the trade fair that a lot of exhibitors will say, well, it looks like we do not want to miss this year's edition?
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Okay. And a good product says itself. This is the 39th edition, and I must say, we have the indoor and the outdoor spaces. Okay. The indoor spaces sold out in July.
In July? Wow.
The outdoor spaces sold out in September.
Wow.
So currently we are overbooked. right now.
Okay.
And we may be even making refunds and trying to accommodate other people. So
Wow.
for 38 years, we've built a register of exhibitors, satisfied exhibitors that are always willing to come back.
Okay.
And in fact, as I'm talking to you right now, people are already queuing up for 2026 LITF.
Wow.
They get value. Our mantra is connecting businesses, creating value. So over the years, they have seen so much, gained so much, so much contact. And like we were growing up those days, it's always a platform to come buy, shop for Christmas. Now we are connecting businesses.
Right.
B2B, we're getting bigger. We have more Japanese are coming in, the Chinese, Indonesian, Malaysians. This year, we have ECOWAS coming in. ECOWAS at 50, they're partnering. UNDP, there we have a bigger African hall setting. So you find out that more products are coming in. SMEs are being empowered. So definitely it sells itself over the years.
Over the years.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So November has always been, the time for the trade fair, and I know that this definitely is quite strategic. So what exactly is the catch here about November? Just like you said, is it because it's a prelude to Christmas, or is it because it's close to the end of the year? So why November? Why is LCCI really particular about November?
Thank you. We started by doing it in November. It's strategic. One, it's close to the end of the year. Two, you could do your Christmas shopping.
Right.
The manufacturers, the wholesalers, they want to sell out. They have a target. And so they come. And for the individuals, the visitors who come, they know that they can get the best deals in November. Just before December comes in, just before everybody starts scrambling around for deals in December, the LITF, the Lagos International Trade Fair, gives you the best deals.
Okay.
So November is quite strategic for us. The first Friday in November, it has been sacrosanct, and we've been very consistent on that. First Friday, no matter what day it falls on, first Friday in November we start, and we do it for 10 days. And at the end, the second Sunday in November, we're rounding up.
Right.
By then, we have a lot of satisfied exhibitors, and we have a lot of satisfied visitors too.
Right.
Furthermore, just add, the chamber we pride ourselves as the voice of the organized private sector. We have about 27 different sectors: women group, SME, import and export, and that. So, and we have series of events during the year, seminars, conferences, even mini fairs, specialized fairs. And again, so we look at it at the end of the year, we bring all these together. And the trade fair is positioned today as the fair of all fairs. There are so many the pockets of fairs around the country today. At the end of the day, at the end of the year, they all congregate at the Lagos International Trade Fair, the capital and the base of all fairs in Nigeria.
Okay, more or less like that wraps up
everything
all of the things for the year, and immediately after the Lagos International Trade Fair. We don't say that there are no fairs again. That's in December, then comes in. Right, so Friday, just about 2 days from now, the event will kick off and it will run for the next 10 days. Ms. Bubadi, take us through what time does it start in the morning? What time are we expected to close? Even though that we know that some exhibitors will just pack there and sleep there for the next 10 days. But for those that are coming to shop, for a lot of course, the people who are coming even outside Lagos to be part of the fair, what time to what time is it holding?
Yes, on the first day of the fair, which is on the Friday, we're going to have the opening ceremony. That would officially open the fair, and it starts at 10 o'clock.
Right.
We're expecting dignitaries. The Lagos State governor is going to come. He's expected to open the fair.
Right.
And then every day, the fair starts at 8 o'clock and closes at 6 p.m.
Okay.
So for those, we will not, people will not be allowed to come in anymore.
After 6 p.m.?
After 6 p.m. because we're shutting down. But for everyone who is still inside the premises, they're still allowed to shop. They're allowed to shop until they go out. Now, this is really both for safety reasons and for security reasons, so that you go home when you're going around the environment, you're safe.
Right.
And then, people just don't come in and overrun the place when it's dark.
Right.
So And then we have adequate security on the fairground, around the perimeter of the fairground. We have adequate security, we have lighting and everything. So it's what we could do for much longer. But for the reasons I've highlighted above, we end every
at 6
day
p.m.
at 6 p.m.
Right. So by 6 p.m. the gates are shut, but if you're still inside, you're able to shop until you're all asked to go out. Right. So you talked about the fact that this is for safety and security reasons. Cyril, for those who will also be coming to the fairground, do we also have arrangement for emergencies? Do we have health ambulances stationed, here and there? And if emergencies were to occur, emergency rescuers, are they fully on ground?
Oh yes, like the treasurer said, we have for security, we are fully ready.
Okay.
We have all the security apparatus and agencies represented from the military, the police, NSDC.
Okay.
We have also partnered with LASMA, FRSC for traffic and crowd control. Then we have St. Nicholas. We have a long partnership with St. Nicholas. They provide immediate medical attention. The ambulance is always there.
Okay.
In fact, you can just walk in there at any time, check your blood pressure, check this. They are there.
The part of the freebies
yes,
for coming
freebies.
there.
Yes, exactly. Then everything is also insured by Leadway Assurance. So yes, the goods are insured, the exhibitors are insured, the visitors are also insured. So we are ready.
All right. So
to add to that, we have the fire service on ground.
Yes,
the Federal Fire Service and the Lagos State Fire Service, they're there on ground.
Right.
So we've looked at every area and we've taken care of.
Yes. Do we have, perhaps we have maybe children play area or children corner for nursing mothers, or for, sometimes, parents want to bring their children to the fairground. So do we have a special area dedicated to them?
Yes, we have children's corner.
Okay.
And we, as a matter of fact, we actually invite schools, both secondary schools and primary schools, to come and see how commerce is being done. Yes. Because at a very early age, we should learn entrepreneurship.
All right.
And so schools are coming in. We have Toloram is sponsoring our children's corner, and we have all kinds of things available for them. Yes.
We have about 100 schools that have invited the Lagos.
To come also for
games
around the 10 days.
Yes, for the 10 days.
For the whole 10 days.
For the whole 10 days.
Yes.
All right.
Starting from the opening, they're going to start coming in batches and everything.
Okay. I know that there's a particular day usually for Lagos Day. I think usually on Sundays. I don't know what it is now. But then, is this just for Lagos Day, or all states around the country have their days at the ceremony, or is it just because Lagos is the host state?
Yes, Lagos is the host state.
Okay.
And such, the federal government, to start with, LITF is a product of the federal government under the Ministry of Trade and Investment. So it was ceded to Lagos Chamber to organize it.
Right.
So it's a federal government product. So that's why the opening ceremony, the president of the country, flagged by the state governor, the ministers, are always there for the opening. But for the closing ceremony, we have the go for show. It's Lagos Day. So Lagos, take the thing from us. They host everybody. They come with the whole flamboyancy, every beautiful thing about Lagos State.
It's Lagos for show.
Other states, during the week, during the period, states have special days in between where they have 1 hour, 2 hours to showcase what they're doing, their things. So, but for Lagos, the grand finale is for Lagos.
Right. Also, you mentioned, of course, around building entrepreneurs and also helping businesses thrive as one of the reasons why, of course, we have the trade fair. So it's not just about buying and selling. It's not just about sightseeing. In between, there are also talks. There are also lectures, forums. So take us through what also business owners and others can enjoy at this 2025 edition.
Okay, like Cyril said, our mantra is connecting businesses, creating value. So we connect business. We have foreign countries coming to look for investors, or not only investors, buyers. They want to. Nigeria has the largest market in Africa.
More than 200 million.
Yes, Nigeria has the largest market in Africa. So they're coming to look for markets
Okay.
for their product.
Right.
So the Lagos International Trade Fair is a wonderful avenue to do that. So they come in, they're looking for buyers, they're looking for markets. Then we, especially with the after that is going on, we have an African hall,
Okay, all right.
filled with African countries. So the African countries too are coming in, and we're connecting with them. We're looking at selling our products to the African countries, and
also
African countries are
them
looking at
also
selling their
selling
products. So
out to us.
we're connecting businesses. Apart from that, then we have the banquet hall where we have the special days, and businesses come to talk to people about what they do,
Okay.
what they sell. We even have FIRS coming in to talk to people
Now
about
with the tax issues.
new tax laws, okay,
Right.
how it affects the businesses. So we have a wide range of speakers, we have a wide range of events where people are going to sit down. They'll be able to ask questions. You know, the CAC is there, the regulatory bodies are there.
Okay.
SON is there, Standard Organization of Nigeria, NAFDAC is there. So any issue you have concerning your business
Right.
can be dealt with at the chamber. At the trade fair. If you want to register a business, CAC is there to register your business and advise you on how to go on. So we have the whole range of organizations
Okay, and I've
there
for-
at the trade fair,
okay.
on the trade ground.
On the ground, right? Cyril, so for, again, some would ask if I'm coming to the TBS for the duration of the trade fair as, you know, as, not as an investor, as someone to buy, do I need to pay, or is it entry, free entry to get into the fairground?
Just come in, get your ATM there.
That is where you will need to pay to buy the goods.
But
All right.
entry is free.
Okay.
But we would need you to register. It's
Okay,
compulsory
register at the point of
at the point of
entry.
entry, and also through our website. via our
Okay,
website,
so
yes.
if you're coming as you know, as a
visitor,
guest, a
yes.
visitor, you need to register.
You need to register.
Okay.
Yes. www.lagosinternationaltradefair.com, or you register at the point of entry.
At the point of entry, okay,
It's
because
free.
But we'd like to advise register
Yes.
before you
online.
come, so you
Yes.
don't have to queue up.
queue
You just show your pass, because a pass will be issued to you when you
print
register.
out.
You don't even need to print out. You just flash
on
it
your
on your
phone,
phone.
on your
Yes.
phone,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
But then have you made adequate arrangements? Again, you know, Nigerians, sometimes we take a whole lot of things for granted.
Yeah.
Now we're saying register online, but some people will say, until I get there. So for those that would like to register on ground, do we have enough registration
Yes.
points, which of
We
course in
do.
turn will not in turn cause some kind of impediment?
No. First of all, there are QR codes all around the fair.
So you can
So
actually
you just scan your QR code
register,
and then register.
sure.
Okay.
So you don't need anybody to register for
Okay.
you. You still register on your phone.
Right.
And once you register on your phone, you just flash your
How
QR
about those
code.
who
on.
do not have smartphones?
Yes, they would help them.
help them.
We have
Somebody
people.
will help
Yes,
them.
somebody would
All
help
right,
them.
because we have a lot of some people who are still not conversant with
My grandmother.
but then this of course may want to deter them from coming, saying that, oh, so if we do not have a smartphone,
No.
we cannot go
All we
there.
need is just your phone number,
Okay.
your name, and that's all.
And that's all.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So finally, before we allow you go, again, we'd like for you to tell our viewers what will they be missing if they fail to attend the 2025 Trade Fair Trade Fair. Yes, let's start with you, Mrs. Bubadi.
Okay. We do have a lot of goodies for you this year. This year we have more African countries coming. We have international companies coming. The Chinese is there. The Japanese are there. So we have companies more than before. So there are more better deals this year. And then this year we have what we call a Black Friday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, and everybody knows what Black Friday means. So Friday the 14th of November is our Black Friday.
Okay.
And just come, you get more deals than, you know, extra discount. Every day is a discount day, but
Right.
on Friday
It will be
you get-
special.
yes, it will be a
Special.
special day. You get extra discount. And so we're looking for you. You would meet at the fairground. You meet people that you never thought you would meet. You would meet entrepreneurs. You'll meet celebrities. You meet influencers. Just come.
Just come.
This year is different.
Okay. All right. Cyril, I know she said a majority of, why we should be there. But again, if you'd like to take us through again issues around crowd control, because that's one of the reasons people also are very scared of attending fairs like this. Crowd control, again, would like for you to expressly tell us whether or not there is entry fee, as well as, of course, what children also to gain when they attend the fair.
Okay, thank you very much. One is entirely free.
Okay.
For crowd control, we have about 8 gates.
Right.
To and fro, entry and exit. That's one. 2, we have about more than 1,200 cameras, CCTV cameras around, and like you said within perimeters of the fair, from Unicon down to around close to Marina there. So when it comes to security, when it comes to crowd, the moment we notice any lag at any gate, we need to deploy more. Like you said, all we need to do is at the entry, we have people, we have our utility staff, about 5 or 6 of them at each gate. So for those who are not going to be doing barcoding, they will just register them. Like I said, it's very easy and seamless. So crowd control is something that we have needed to be board and over 38 years. Right. Last year we had about more than 350,000. This year we're expecting 1 million.
Wow.
Yes. So so the things we put in place is meant to tackle about 2 million. So definitely we know we are getting that. Then for the fair for the children, we have children's fair. The children's fair, like you said, is, sponsored by Tolerance Indomie Group. So so we have games. We have so many things for the children. Beside the children, we have other fairs. We have the food fair. The food fair is being sponsored by Flour Mills Nigeria. For that, yes. We're going to have chocolate fair. So yes, chocolate fair where we're trying to promote, processing of from cocoa
to the
end product. Nigeria is the 4th largest producer of cocoa in the world. Yet, chocolate is something that we still import. So we also have the print and publishing fair. So for the Shomolu, we are making the Shomolu down to the Lagos National. Yes. So the machines, everything, you don't need to travel to China to everything you need. We have in this country.
Will be sorted.
Yes. So we have now on the other side we have the Chinese are going to have 5 different fairs. Solar fair, fashion fair, textile fair, household fair, a lot of machinery fair. Then the Japanese are also going to have, they're bringing their anime fair. This is the anime, so they're going to have it. Nigeria is the biggest market in Africa and the best. And we have good spenders also. We have good buyers. We have everything. Lagos is the hallmark, the gateway to business. So everything you want, the Lagos International Trade Fair, we're putting it in place. It's in place right now, and we're calling everybody to come in.
Right. And then to add to that, ECOWAS at 50 is being celebrated
at the fair. All right, run us through the date again.
Okay.
The date is going to start on the 7th of November, Friday, 7th of November, which is in like 3 days' time, and it's going to end on the 16th of November. 7th to 16th of November. Running time. We're looking forward to having you there. It opens every day at 8 a.m. and it closes at 6 p.m.
All right, I'm sure practically you've heard everything you need to hear about the upcoming Lagos International Trade Fair, and I'm sure you do not want to miss all of the juicy experiences that our guests on the program this morning have opened our eyes to at the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair. Thank you so much, Mrs. Tola Bugwadi, Treasurer, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for being here on the program. I'm sure you had a good time.
Yes, I did. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, Cyril Nkwocha, Head Sales and Marketing, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you for being on the program as well. All right, of course, the fair starts this Friday, 7th of November, and it will run until the 16th of November, 2025. 10 a.m. opening ceremony, but other days from 8 a.m. And of course, you can be there till 6 p.m. But after 6 p.m., you will no longer gain entry into the place. But for those who are still shopping, they can stay there until, of course, you're asked to depart. All right, I'm sure that you also want to attend the event. I'm sure they'll find you there at some point in time.
Every time.
Okay.
Right now, we're there.
You're going there. All right, thank you again for being on the program. Let's take a quick break. When the conversation returns, Joy will be here with our Lagos conversation.